me start with a few comments, and I don't really have an overriding message, but just some thoughts about ULI, and let me get started with those. First and foremost, John and Lizette, thank you for having me. You're fabulous leaders. You've put together a heck of a program, and I'm learning a lot and enjoying the conference a lot, but thank you very much for John and Lizette. The second, for you and your participation, for coming and finding out more about ULI and the future, in particular to our sponsors for their efforts to put this conference together, and certainly to the speakers. I'm always engaged when I see up on stage an economist, a demographer, and someone on a geopolitical basis, and they actually made sense to me. But it was very encouraged to see them. So I always think when you meet some group for the first time, what's appropriate is a reasoned introduction, and to tell you a little bit about myself, and then a little bit about ULI and what we're striving to accomplish, and maybe a little bit about the future, and then get back to our program at work. But first and foremost, a proper introduction starts with the person. First and foremost, my passion and greatest joy in life is I have 7 children, ages 13 to 30. And I keep threatening my 30-year-old with grandchildren, and I keep getting this longevity, I'm going to live forever. Why do I want to have grandchildren? Well, I'm like, please help me out here. So we're currently having family dialogue about the 30-year-old and grandchildren, and so far I'm losing that argument. But if any of you are out there and fortunate enough to have them and you want to partake and give me one, I'm all for it. Okay, I can help you with that. But that's the person, and first and foremost, I'm all about family, and I'm focused very much on that and caring. The second is my real estate career, and how did I get to ULI? But my real estate career, as this says, is chief executive and president of UDR. UDR is a New York Stock Exchange traded company, an S&P 500 company. It's about $16 billion enterprise, and in fact, it's my second S&P 500 company. So I've been at real estate for a very long time, primarily in the multifamily space, so I'm very much interested in the next group and the opportunities there. But I've been doing it quite some time, and I'm hoping to help them find their way and their opportunities. Second, I do develop a lot. In the last 15 years that I've been running UDR, we've put up about $5 billion in projects across the U.S. And it's been a lot of fun. I like building. Lastly, my hobby is, frankly, technology companies. I've taken 2 companies public and currently working on my 3rd and 4th. And I just like technology and how it intersects with real estate and really creates opportunities, but it also keeps me on kind of the cutting edge of what's changing. And trying to learn how to use Snapchat is a little bit easier than you think, guys. I figured it out. So ULI. I've been a member for ULI for 25 years. And in fact, ULI is celebrating 80 years last year. And I will be the first chair of ULI that's been a public company CEO and chair. So I think there's going to be some opportunities and challenges in that, but my schedule will be pretty darn full, but I'm looking forward to that piece. I've also run national meetings, been treasurer on the global basis for, I guess, almost a year, Patrick, right? And chaired award committees, also been very actively involved in district and product councils. So I'm quite aware of the entire matrix of ULI and its opportunities and also its potential. So I look forward to helping that. So in 25 years, what have I learned about ULI? And the truth is, it comes really down to, it's a great organization for all generations and all phases of your life. And what it's meant to me, when I started about, let's just call it my 30s, it was about coming to it and finding deals and connecting with capital professionals and trying to put together what opportunities that could make me money. That was my 30s. In the 40s, I spent a lot of time about ideals and peers, best practices, where things were headed, and what opportunities lie ahead. And now, let's just say it's my 50s, it's really about what impact can we create individually, as a company, as a group. And I hope, as you're looking and I look at the audience, there's a lot of heads nodding, you're in one of those phases. The key to ULI is that you can participate in varying degrees, in varying ways, if you will, throughout all phases of your career. And we hope that you'll have many more years than I have, but also find the ways to engage. So, moving on, the role of the global chair. I asked the same question. The truth is, the global chair is nothing more than an extension of the board and an extension of our 80 years of efforts. We're going to continue the same path we have. The mission will remain the same. Our execution will only increase, and I think our execution's around three critical topics. First, membership value. Well, how do we do that? It's opportunity and impact trade-offs. If you haven't met Adam, Adam's our Chief Technology Marketing Officer. We all live in a world of velocity. Our technology at ULI needs the investment, needs the participation, because we need to connect all of you to other people. The second is research. Our research is still always going to remain focused on answering the one question: what's next? What is coming down the road? You saw 3 speakers highlight a great number of opportunities, challenges. ULI is an organization that's trying to always present what's next. And lastly, our advisory services, our impact, if you will, helping people problem solve, identify opportunities, and impacting lives across a broad spectrum. So, closing, what I'd say about this, from my perspective, Europe is a success at 3,000 members and growing. The size and scope of the conference, the participation level, certainly the agenda and the topics being covered. So to me, it's a great success. We're going to continue that success. I would ask that you think of real estate, or at least the way I think of real estate as I sit here from an America's point of view looking at yours. Real estate's still local business. The difference is ULI brings a global knowledge network for you. And I think that is unique. So while you're still solving your individual community, your opportunities, and wherever you are in your career, ULI represents a global organization of nearly 40,000 people that you have access to and can tap that. And my role as chair is to listen and give you the tools to tap that opportunity that you can go out and fulfill. So with that, I ask one thing of you, and all of us have been part of this. We're all part of a community, whether it's our local city, our company, our family unit. What drives successful communities? More membership. So if you can, and you would, please bring us and help us expand our community. It's no more complicated than that. We'll be able to have more opportunities for the 30-year-olds in deals, for the people that want to think about what's next and drive innovation, and for those that want to have an impact. If we have a larger community, we can have more of each of those key elements of our future success. So I do appreciate your time. I think I'm up next, right?
Thank you very much. Clearly, you're looking forward to July. Clearly, you're looking forward to July, and clearly, we were referring to optimism or pessimism. You are optimistic about the future and about ULI's future.
Well, certainly. I mean, if you think about it, everything that's going on in the world, and everything comes back to real estate and communities. And we have a chance as an organization If you look at some of our advisory panels, how we've helped shape cities, how we've helped shape communities, individual projects, how we've connected people, how does all these problems or opportunities or challenges, we have them in the room. Real estate is at the corner of almost every aspect of what we're fighting for, what we're hoping for, and what our children will inherit. So I tend to think of opportunity, for me, is very much to understand a broader horizon, to look at not just the ways to make money, but ways for the membership to engage and have an impact.